Hey family, I'd like to encourage you to like, share, comment, and tap that notification bell so that each and every time I post a video, you will be notified. So it's December 30th? December 30th, girl. 2023 almost gone. So this is Saturday morning. Well, yeah, Saturday morning. It's about 10:30. And this is my, I guess I could call it brunch because it's, almost 11 o'clock. So there's a video I have of mini pancakes. So that's what I got here. And yes, they're a little brown, but they're crunchy. They're pretty good. And I got confectioner's sugar on it and syrup. And I got 2 pieces of pork bacon with the rind on it. And of course I got this juice here. I love that juice. But anyway, good morning. Hey family. So I just dropped some stuff off, picked some stuff up for family members and everything. And it, because they're feeling well, I've come to the realization that while I was in the store picking up some items, I was like, and I had people were coughing and had their masks on and all of that, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to. They got that, what is that, the new booster or something like that of COVID. Now I had my flu shot, but I didn't have that. I didn't get the booster or whatever it's called. One of my family members got it, and I don't know if she had the flu shot yet, but it's just ugh. So I guess we're just gonna have to keep taking that, as well as the flu shot, just to be certain. So I bought some chicken for the kids, and I was tempted to buy some chicken for myself. Popeyes, I love Popeyes, and so, but I'm like, you know what, can't do it. I got to be more careful of what I'm eating and what I'm consuming, and so I've been snacking on small portions of chips, and not that it makes it better than not having any at all, but you gotta pray for me, because that's my weakness. Chips, chicken wings and chips are my weakness. And but I do think exercising, doing some type of exercise helps me. It helps me to, gives me energy, and it also helps to, it helps because I have on my watch, I see how many calories I burn, getting up and moving. So I have all of you who have an Apple Watch, or maybe if you don't necessarily have to have an Apple Watch, you have these rings, one for movement, one for exercise, and one for standing. And I always, during the day, I get alerts asking me to stand, and I'll stand, and then it doesn't alert me for exercise or anything like that. I guess I would have to program it for that. but the stand one kind of like irks me a little bit. And then again, it's good because, you know, because I work from home, you know, I barely, sometimes, all depends on how busy I am, I may not get up that often. Just get up to go to the ladies' room, go to the restroom, and maybe get up, refill my cup, put some water in there, get some tea, coffee, stop to go get lunch, you know, or snack or something like that. I have to be more intentional with getting up. And so that little alert kind of helps me, you know. A lot of times I don't want to get up, and, you know, I have to force myself to get up. I was laughing at Kev on stage. He had a short video where, you know, he's laying down and he gets the alert to stand up, and he stands up for a second, he lays back down. And so it's funny to me because I can relate to it, and sometimes I just don't want to get up. So I have to remember and remind myself that I'm very grateful that I'm able to get up. There's some people that can't stand up without assistance, you know. Just be grateful that I can get up and move around and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know how my day is going. So I noticed in church today, like, they were really packing people in on the pews. I mean, it's usually you know, the pews are usually full anyway, but it seems like they were really squeezing people in. The ushers was I mean, I wasn't uncomfortable, but I was just noticing, maybe because I was sitting on the end, the very end, and you know, the ushers were walking past me, and you know, they were looking down the aisles and seeing if they could squeeze one more. You know, they were asking people in their room, can I put two more people in, and all of that. And so yeah. Anyway, so I'm getting ready to hop off of here, and I will see you later. Hey, so I finished my breakfast, and I'm getting ready to head out the door, go to the post office, and just wanted to pop in. So you like my friend? She made this. It's so cute. Merry Christmas, and it says a handmade product from the heart, and her name is Loretta. So if you want one, let me know, because I think she might be making some other versions of it. I know Christmas is over with, but you know, you could plan for next year. But anyway, just sitting and thinking, and I'm like so angry with myself because there was something, I spoke of it on one of the Vlogmas videos about something that I started doing in, I want to say 2017, 2018, something like that. I saw it on Pinterest. I think it was Pinterest. I saw it somewhere. I believe it was Pinterest, where you take all through the year, you write down occasions, things that have happened to you that were favorable and unfavorable. Write on a piece of paper, put it in a container. And so, and I would do that, and then at the end of the year, I would read off the what I had for the year. And then I just held on to them and held on to them. I'm gonna see if I can find them. I think I have an idea where they are. Yeah, because when I came to take care of my parents, I brought them with me so that I could keep it up, and I didn't keep it up. So that's one of the things that I'm angry with myself about. And I could kind of understand why I didn't when I got here. Just got into other things and got in the habit of doing other things. And so anyway, But I wish I did it this year because there was an accomplishment that I did, and, paid my car note off yesterday. And I'm so excited about that because I've been paying on it for a while now. And the most challenging part was during COVID. I got to let go. And then, I was still here with my parents, helping them out. And it was challenging because I had to use my, IRA money, my savings money to pay my bills, so that I could have my cell phone, so that I could pay car notes, so I could pay my rent. It was just, it was a lot. Oh, insurance, car insurance. And so when I lost my job, I was still getting something. I was using the retirement money, but I was waiting on the unemployment, and then I got denied for unemployment. So then I had to do a what is that when you oh my goodness, I can't think of the word, but anyway, I reapplied. I'll say reapplied. I can't think of the word. And I wound up getting it, but I wound up getting it in 2021. So that was just really, really, really challenging. It got so rough at the point where I used my retirement money. And I didn't want to ask my parents for any help, but they knew, that things were tight for me. My dad kept saying, let him know. But it got so bad with the car note that they actually came out. The doorbell rang. I went to the doors. I had an idea they were coming anyway. And I was explaining to them, hey, I'm not working. I don't have no way to pay this car note. So they gave me, and I wound up getting my unemployment just right before they were going to probably come out and come get the car. So when I got the lump sum, I took a lump sum and put it on that car. And I should have I'm not even sure. I think I wanted to make sure I had enough money to keep paying on bills until I got a job, because it was just something that was income that was coming in, reoccurring. I think that's why I didn't just take most of the money or half of the money that I got for unemployment. And it wasn't a whole lot, but it was enough, and I'm grateful for it. But anyway, yeah, that was scary in a way. But then, I kind of got to the point where I was like, you know what? Let them take the car. I was just going through so much. And I think at that point, my mom might have been in the hospital then. She might have had her stroke then. It was just too much. I was just like, you know what? Forget it. She might have been here. I can't remember. So much was going on then. But anyway, so just wanted to mention that. But think about it. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm gonna come back on here, and I hope I have maybe I can go over some of the last ones that I had in a container. And if you decide to do it, let me know in the comments box. It's something that kind of helps you kind of gives you a different perspective and see how you've grown throughout the year. And if you've held on to previous years, you'll see your growth from previous years. Okay. Hey. So I went to the post office and no mail, at least not now. After I left, I remembered when I first got the post office box, the gentleman told me that he said that I checked the mailbox after 12. But I think there's been some times when I did check after 12, and I don't know. To me, it just seems like the mail was done later. I understand, you know, it's after the holidays and all that, but I'm still trying to figure out, because yesterday I got an email and it said a package was arriving. So I am expecting something that I ordered from ATL, King Crab ATL. And so they have this sauce, and it usually does take a while for it to come in the mail. So I'm wondering what this other package is. I know it's something else that I ordered and didn't expect it to come until after Christmas. I need to start writing down what I ordered. I usually take a screenshot of the payment and then take a screenshot of the payment, but still sometimes it doesn't tell me what the item is that I ordered. So I'm like, okay, I see this, but you know, and that has helped me a lot, because there was an item before. There was a real popular brush in the hairbrush that was popular and people were buying it like crazy. I want to say it was right before the shutdown, and I can't remember the name of the brush, but some of you probably know, like the bristles. It was plastic. The bristles weren't connected together, but they did have something that you could put between each row to kind of hold them together, like a bristle brush. But anyway, I had taken a screenshot of the payment and everything, and also I had the email when it was done. And they kept saying that, you know, the item was lost, they couldn't get it. At first they said it got sent back to the post office, or the post office had it. Check with the post office, they didn't have it. They said they sent it back because it took me a while to come get the item. So then I contacted them and told them what the post office said. Plus I had the order number and the screenshot, and I finally got the item. But it shouldn't have taken that long. I was just really upset with them. I was in the timeline. Don't order this. You know, I know it's terrible. Don't order this brush. I ordered it such and such a date, and I still haven't received it. And I kept getting, that was another thing that was annoying me. I kept getting, responses that had nothing to do with my situation as far as not receiving the brush. Like, they were like, oh, you know, we're sorry you haven't received it, but you should receive it matter of fact, it didn't have nothing to do with an item not being received. It was just crazy. Oh, I think I'm so busy running my mouth. I need to get over in this lane here because I need to stop somewhere else. But yeah, they really like got me angry. And so they went, you know, by the time I got the brush, is this person, what are they doing? Is this person, okay, this person's going straight. Oh Lord. Thank you. I never want to take for granted that somebody is going to stop because they see me. Because that person, right? I should have flipped the camera and saw how these people, they're supposed to stop. But, you know, they're like, look, I ain't gonna stop, I'm gonna keep going. But anyway, by the time I got the brush, everybody on earth probably had the brush, and the price had went down. I can't even remember how much I paid for it. But later on I found out, as with every other item that you're looking for, it was on Amazon. Matter of fact, you could get 2 for the price of 1 on Amazon, probably less than for the price of 1. And I had one sent to my cousin because I was telling her about it. And we were talking about our hair and all this stuff. But anyway, so I will pop back in later. I wanted to talk to you guys about this juice here. It caught my eye. Natural spiced apple flavored lemonade. And so, I don't know. It's not bad. Definitely tastes the apple and a bit of the spice. I don't know. Hey, so I found the items that I had. Remember I said I would write down good and bad things that happened to me during the year and put it in a container and then read them on New Year's Eve. So this is one of the containers I have. It's an old paprika container. I cleaned it out. This is one. Don't laugh. I don't even know if that was one of my son's piggy banks. And then this one, I can't remember. This is a silver one. I can't even remember. I don't even know if this was my sister's or... But anyway. So I took some out of here. I'm just going to read a couple from each one. I hope it's not embarrassing because I was going over some of these and I was like, ooh. Okay. I faxed in my IBR paperwork student loan. So I forget what IBR stands for, but it was something to settle my student loans, make a kind of like a payment plan. I'll just say that that's not the correct, in a way it kind of is. But so I set that up. And then this was, I don't have the year. I don't know why I didn't put the year in here. It was March 12th. So I think that was 2019. 2019, I think that was. Okay. Okay, what is this? I submitted a statement of purpose and essay to Southern New Hampshire University for the Master's in Communication. So before I got there were a couple of schools that I was checking out, and Southern New Hampshire was one of them. And I kind of wish I went on ahead and accepted their acceptance. Instead, I went with Argosy University and got my MBA. And matter of fact, one of the ones that I read, one of the slips of paper I read, had when I graduated and all that. Oh, okay. So this is another Southern New Hampshire University, accepted to Southern New Hampshire University online Masters of Communication. And then it says I declined the offer. So the date was March 20th, and I declined the offer on April 4th, 2013. So I got the date on this one. So I believe I started at, started at Argosy in May of 2013. So, wow, that was the same year my sister passed. So, anyway, matter of fact, a number of months before she passed, I remember talking to her about, I think that's something that she wanted to do as well. So I'm going to take a couple out of here. Was get her master's degree, She already had her bachelor's. And then, at some point, when she was in the hospital, she was in rehab. And so I had, I would kind of mention what I had to do and stuff like that, writing a paper or whatever. And so I said, well, when you get out, when you get better and get out, we can go take classes together, and she was like, that's not going to happen. Like, at some point, she got to the point where everything was final. When you said something to her, she was like, that's not going to happen. My mom had said something to her about going somewhere. They had a gazebo in the area, the little rehabilitation place she was at. They had a gazebo there, and my mom was like, oh, when you get better, we can go out there and sit. She's like, that's not going to happen. I'm never going to be able. That was, man. I mean, and you try to talk somebody out of, I remember saying things very positive to her, and she would look at me like, it ain't going to happen. It's crazy. Okay. Wow. This is something that I guess, let me just read it. I learned that heaven has many realms and is a place that is ranked according to the works that are done on earth. This makes me happy to know my sister, grandmother, and my sister and grandmother. And my grandmother I never met. So my paternal grandmother. Let me start this over again. I learned that heaven has many realms and is a place that is ranked according to the works that are done on earth. This makes me happy to know that my sister, grandmother, and grandmother I never met are there, and many other loved ones and family are there. So, yeah, I believe my pastor mentioned that. I used to have everything. All the sermons or messages, and I had this older iPad, and I had, I had the scriptures, and then the statements to back up the scriptures, and it'd be highlight. Man, sometimes people be watching me take notes. And then I got rid of the iPad. It's just, it was terrible. Okay, this one says, started graduate school May 2013, Argosy University. So, okay. So that one was out of that one. So I'm going to pick some out of the other one. I forgot to put those back in the container. So during this time, I found out that it's funny because, as I go through each one, there's like a common theme. Like this is like these two seem to be the ones that where I went back to school. There's one where I mentioned when I left the one place that I had been working at and was going to another place. Okay, so here's the other container. And I laid you guys down because I don't have my little phone holder. I didn't bring it up here. I'm going to try to, see, they're all in here. Okay, I'm just going to try to pull one out. Okay, let's see what this one says. Oh, bought a new car, 2016 Nissan Altima. So this was in 2017. So, when I bought that car, it was, and I was just writing about this too, because I paid the last payment yesterday. So that was like, 6 years, 5-6 years, a long time. And the APR was nothing to be proud of. I bought that car out of desperation. I had a car, and it was just, I think, was it some months prior to that or a year before I got in a car accident? I think it was that same year, just prior. Got into a car accident, was coming off a ramp, and everybody's inching off the ramp. And at this point, we were stopped. And then all of a sudden I heard the screeching, and then I heard a bam, and then I heard another bam, and then I felt a car hit me from behind. And so we had to pull over, and the police called and all of that. And I don't know what became of that, but the guy that hit myself and the person behind me, he was a young guy. He kept saying, "Oh, my mom's going to kill me." And he was talking about his grandmother had just passed away. He just found out, and he was going to pick his brother up, I guess, to go I don't know, to go wherever. And it was just kind of sad, But anyway, I don't know what came of it. I got this, it was a statement they wanted me to sign stating that, because it just, I don't know. The two other people that were involved, they were young. They were like in their 20s. And so I think there might have been something going on with the one that caused the accident. I think he may not have been insured, or something was going on. His brother or his family members came to the scene in another vehicle, and then it was just, I don't know what happened with that. So luckily, there wasn't any real damage, but my car was just acting strange. It was making noises sometimes. Sometimes it would start. Sometimes it wouldn't start. And I just did not want a vehicle that I could not depend on. I had the car. It was paid off. I got that car, I don't know, some years prior. And that was 2017. How long ago did I have that car? I can't even remember. But, it was just doing all this thing. So I had bought it in. I was on vacation. I had bought it into, I had bought the car in so that they could take a good look at it. I'm so glad they weren't trying to just tell me anything and have me pay some money that I really didn't have. And so the guy was saying, he said, we did this, we did that, we did the other, and we're not seeing anything. And he said, we're not just going to ask you to throw some money at something we can't find. And I was really, really happy about that, because I had kept bringing the car back for different things. It was just crazy. So I asked him, I said, do you think it'd be possible if I really would like to trade this car in for another car. And this was at the dealership. And so, of course, they're going to say, yeah. So what I had in my mind, that was 2017. So I was just like, look, if y'all can give me like a 2008, a 2010 car, I think I was looking at something like 2008, that would be fine. And so I told them what was going on with this car. Is paid off, but it took me a little longer than anticipated. I think what I had 3 years, and I think it took me, no, I have 5 years, and I don't know, it took me longer. But anyway, I was explaining my case, and so they were like, of course they're gonna make me feel okay about stuff, because they just want to sell a car. So they were like, okay, it's okay, you paid it off, and, let's see what we can do. I think we got there in the afternoon, and thank God one of my sons came with me too that day. And we just hung out there. I think by the time we left there, it was like they were closing, the dealership was closing like about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I rolled out of there. I went out there. They had me come and look at this car, and I got in the car and drove it. And she asked me, did I like it? And the lady that was helping me get the car, she was a trip. She was telling me about all these cars she had, and one of them caught on fire, just, oh my God. And it seemed like she always had She had Infinity. They were all in the, because you know Infinity is like the luxury car of Nissans. But anyway, so it was a trip that day. And I just left. I took everything out my old car. And matter of fact, the guy that I was talking to, he was saying he said, I wouldn't mind having that car. So who knows? I guess he might have took it. Yeah, I was just really shocked. The lady showed me how to sync my phone to the car. And this car was like, so as far as technology was concerned, was years. Like I just felt like I had like a Jetson vehicle compared to what I had. I had a 2000 and what car? What year was my car? I think it was a 2005. I think it was a 2005 Nissan Altima, and they gave me a 2016, and the year that I purchased it was 2017. So I was like, you know, it's a year young. It's not a new car, but it was a new car. It was the car. I think it was in prior. It was and I guess a lot of the cars you get at a dealership are rentals, prior rentals. It was a rental, and I forgot how many. I think it had like 30,000 miles on it. And so I don't even know if they gave me one key fob, and I thought they forgot to give me the other one. So I called the dealership the next day. I think I had mentioned it to my dad. He was asking me questions about the car, and I had showed him. I said, I only got one. He's like, you go back there and you tell them to give you a... Well, they don't do that anymore. They don't give you... Now, there may be some cars you can get now, and they'll give you 2 key fobs. You got to buy the other one. And that's almost... Well, back then, it was almost $500. Now, they got this thing here. You go to Costco or Sam's, and they got this person there that will take your key fob and make an exact replica of it. And I'm kind of afraid of that. And then you pay like a fraction of the cost. I really, really was thinking about it. And it's funny because I've been seeing that vehicle come. It's either at Sam's or it's at Costco. I don't know if they come to BJ's. I guess they probably do. But anyway, that's my little story. So yeah, I wrote one of mine I have to get I think I found another container to put 2024s. And I'm going to do the last couple of days. I'm going to try to write some stuff for 2023 that I didn't get a chance to write, because there was some very significant things that happened. A friend of mine passed away in November, and it was right before, was it the week before her birthday? And she was just talking about what she was going to, plan for herself, her birthday dinner. But anyway, I've been on here rambling. Thanks. Hey, family. Sunday, the very last Sunday and the very last day of 2023.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
And I am on my way to church. So my church is having two. They're having service, Sunday morning service, and then watch night service tonight. I think I'm just going to go to, obviously I'm going to the morning service. As the way I feel right now, I think I'm just going to stay home and watch. And, watch the watch night service. So it brought to my attention that I don't think I went last year. I think I probably watched last year. It's weird how I can't remember after like 2020 on. it's obvious 2020, 2021, we, you know, we watched. It was done from, you know, everybody like the Zoom or whatever, Facebook or whatever. Probably was done through Facebook because my church has been doing, they've been doing live streaming for a while now. And so, yeah. So it's really, really cold. So yesterday when I was running my errands and stuff like that, I don't know if I talked about how cold it was, but it was really cold. And so today is 40 something degrees. It's cold still. It's colder because I think it may have started out as, excuse me, in the 40s, and then by the time I got out and started roaming around, it was up in the 50s, like 52 or something like that. So coming to the beginning of the year,
Continue straight to stay on Jericho Road.
and so the beginning of the year brings a lot of stress to me.
Continue straight to stay on Jericho Road.
For a lot of different reasons. Things have changed, and just looking back on the year and just wondering what the new year will bring, and seeing a lot of changes around in my area. Like, it's a trip. So I know this person doesn't have their signal on. Did you see how their tire, their wheels came over in this lane, like they were gonna get in this lane? I don't know, they might have been doing something and
Turn right onto the ramp.
lost control of the wheel. You know, that happens. I've done it. Anyway, getting ready to get on and get to church. Happy New Year. So, Happy New Year's, guys. So, I made a couple of sales in 2023 for the new year payment. So, this is what I have to do tomorrow. I have to send these off.